Right, welcome guys to one of our first FMS presentations. I'm going to show you around the website and also share you a little bit of history about why the Freedom member site is actually here. Well, actually, this sort of started around 4, maybe 5 years ago. We were a group of leaders, so we sort of went around the world trying to make a connection with people in different areas of what their expertise were. And that's sort of what we've got now. We've got 4 main leaders that we work together. One of them is really heavily into AI, which is very important because AI is growing exponentially right now. And you've got me, which is really, I've got lots of skills over the years with leadership and team building and teaching people how to build big teams. And then we've got Michelle, which is really good with affiliate marketing. And then we've got Donie, which is really good with social media and making sure that posts always stay at the top of the feed and so on, so people get to see more, more things going on, and then able to get more leads to their link. But the main brains behind this, what actually made it possible, is Lee, who's also online, and he's been working round the clock for about 8 months to actually put this awesome website together. So it was like a 4 minds all going into this, but without someone knowing how to actually put something like this together, which it was absolutely unique, and that's why we're really very excited to show you this. We also noticed there were a lot of problems, not with our website, but what we wanted to do was find what the problems were out there and what we didn't like and what we could make better. And one thing for sure, I'm pretty sure many of you online or who's watching this film or who's on the meeting with us right now, you've joined a business that's rugged. That basically means they disappear with your money. And to be honest, we were so sick and tired of that happening. We thought we've got to build our own platform, and that's what we've done. And we wanted to make sure, first of all, it was legit, that it's registered as a proper business, and it ticks every single box to make sure it's legal for everything. And to make sure a multi-level marketing business or a platform like this, or an affiliate marketing business, it must have an education, it must have a product or a service. And we've made sure all of that is all in place. So anyway, let's go on to the first steps. We just actually saw a few people saying, well, how do I log in? Well, you get the referral link from us. It's fms.freedommemberssite.com, and it will bring you to a page here. You just, there's a 1-minute film. Remember, guys, we can see how many people watch this. It's 1 minute to get the idea of this. And you just scroll down and you'll see an orange button, and it will say secure my founding spot member. Okay, so you just click on here, and if you're not registered, you can actually just hit the sign up button and sign up. Or if you're like myself, I've already got an account, so I'm just going to log straight in. Okay. The part that's really important to understand is this is a really paint by numbers system. Okay, so if you come in here and you start clicking down there and here, you're going to get lost. Okay, you're not going to understand the system. The system starts at 1, and you just basically go through. And the website is designed so you don't make mistakes. Okay, we put a lot of knowledge into this business, a lot of expertise. Every single thing that can not only build this business, but also build other businesses. And you're going to learn every aspect. You can get all the tools, all by bringing people into the FMS marketing system. Okay. So there's always, you can see all the different things here. There's just things like share your link. These are prompters, because we don't want you to come into a system and then you have to spend a week learning the system. We want you to earn money fast while you're learning. Okay, there's a difference. You can earn while you learn instead of learn and then try and earn. Some businesses get it around the wrong way. So we want to make sure that you understand that you can, first of all, you watch the welcome film. Okay, I'm explaining this page, but it will also explain this page to whoever you bring into the business. Okay. And then you'll be able to find your referral link. That's really important, that you can find your referral link so you can sign someone up. who would you sign up? You know, people that are interested in making money, people that want to create their own business. So we've got all that stuff in there for you as well. You can share this link to practically anyone that's in business if they want to learn how to put even their conventional business online. Okay, this is for everybody. You can also see that, you know, here are the faces. You know, some of you know me, some of you know Lee. I'm sure some of you know Michelle and Donnie, but we're the brains behind this. You know, we all work in different expertise. Yeah, as I said before, Lee has got tons and tons of knowledge with AI, and he's also been. I will show you a little bit later, but Lee's going to come online halfway through this meeting, and he's going to explain about some of the awesome AI products that's in this system. First of all, they're much cheaper than anything out there on the market, and they're actually handmade by Lee. Okay, they're awesome products. You know, from anything like how to write a Facebook post, or even to what you should be eating. You know, that if you're on a certain health balance, that I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like something called something kitchen. I can't remember the name of it now. But
the lean kitchen assistant.
Right, lean kitchen assistant, and I was amazed. Even if you're diabetic, you can say, set me a menu for you know, being if you're a diabetic, it will tell you exactly what to eat, how much it's going to cost, how much. Yeah, it tells you everything that you need. So these products are amazing. Anyway, let me move on. This is slightly gamified, just to make the website fun. But it's really important that how it works, because you can earn points for just doing daily tasks. You know, log in, you get 1 point. Okay, there's a lot of people that join a business and they don't log in. That's a bit like you getting a job, but you don't turn up on Monday. Okay, we just ask you to log in, and you're going to earn points, because those points add up to being able to win monthly cash prizes just for doing these things. There's a few tasks there. You know, I can show you very quickly on this. I don't want to spend too much time on this page. Right, it's just changed now. But there's different tasks that you can do. You know, you log in, a daily post. That basically means you're able to do a post online and share it. So, and then also people are able to comment on that post. So it keeps momentum for the FMS business, and it also earns you points. You can write a review on Trustpilot to tell people what you think of this system and so on. Yeah, a testimony, you know, tell us what you think about the website. When you've referred someone, a paid member, a pro member, and there's also a survey where you can earn, you know, it's like a questionnaire, and you can earn 10 points. So these are just like activities that you can do. All right. Anyway, going back, I'll just quickly go to the quick start guide. So the next part would be the quick start guide, and you can watch this film, and all I'm talking about in that film is sharing your link straight away. Okay, you don't need to learn the whole system to you know, because it's just going to slow you down on earning money. You can see there's 2 buttons here. This one will take you to all of the marketing material, and I'll quickly show you it now. So there's some AI generated films here, but we make all the flyers for you. Okay, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's a little film there about how to use them, but you can see all these beautiful flyers which you can just download and post them on social media. And all you need to do is just say, we even have scripts written for you that is in the system. So if you're not sure what to say, you can just copy what's being said, add it to a post, and you're basically telling people to say, ask me for information. You never post your link if possible. But that's more in my other education about how to use social media. I'll just go back on that a second. So the very first thing, you know, that you get sharing your link. If you've never done this before, click this green button, because there's a more in-depth film. It's about 30 minutes where I'm showing you how to use Facebook especially. showing you how to get results and get leads so people come to see your link and end up being a customer under you, so you can start earning up to those 43% commissions that we pay just for bringing people into the FMS system. Okay, you'll also be able to see your sponsors details. If you have any questions, you should be able to just click on there, make contact. It's always good to build a relationship with the person that you're working with. And of course, you can always reach out to us in our Telegram groups as well anyway, okay? Then there's a more in-depth getting started film. Getting started film means complete your profile. Very important. I'll just quickly show you it. I'm not going to go over the top. But you can see all of mine are green, okay? That means I've actually done these things. So if you're going through setting up your profile, it will show red if you haven't done it yet, okay? But, you know, it's important, upload a good photograph of yourself, put your real name. We don't need Mickey Mouse in here. You know, we do see this sort of thing. You got to write something about you, you know. Sorry, just scroll up a little bit. So write something about you here. It's just like a little bio about yourself, maybe your vision for the future or what's exciting you about this. You can, is this also the place as well where you can add all of your social media links. And I highly recommend, in that film I talk about that, but it's really important you have as many of these social media, sign up with all of them and try and keep them the same name, you know. So like for me, my brand name is your success plan. Lee is Win with Lee. So if you go on any of his social medias, it's always Win with Lee. It's not Lee Pritchard or it's not Jason Burden. It's always, we have a brand name. So think about a brand name before you set these. Yeah, it can be something to do with money, success, whatever you want. Is have a bit of fun with it, be creative, and then go in and set all of these ones up, as many of them as you can, because they will be listed underneath where people can get hold of you, and we'll do much more training on that later. You can also add your payment details here, how you want to get paid. You can get paid through Revolut, Wise, or Stripe, and we're actually working on this now, so you will be able to be paid in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. So that's still in the process. Hopefully that's ready in about probably 3 days, but we never know. We're not going to say 3 days because sometimes there can be teething problems with that as well, but we need to make sure, and we'll let you know when that is already set up, okay? So I'll just go back on that. The next step is explore the opportunities. And this part is really unique, okay? Because first of all, there's FMS has all the leaders that we work with, which we've always called ourselves FMS. We always had this slogan, let's find the best opportunities and then teach our members correctly how to build them. Okay, we've always been like this and we still do that, but now we've streamlined it. So we go around looking for the best opportunities. So, you know, you can see explore opportunities. So you can imagine if you've just signed up 10 people, they'll be looking at this as well. And if you've already joined these opportunities, they could be joining all of your opportunities. So you're not just building one opportunity, you're growing your income exponentially with multiple streams of income. And that is where it gets exciting, because not only are you bringing money in from bringing people, you know, you're going to get up to those 43% commissions just by bringing people into FMS with using one link, but it leads everybody else onto all of the other things that you're working with as well, okay? And that goes to do with some other things as well, which I'll show you in a second. So, you know, here's just a few of them. If we just quickly go here, these are just a few recommended businesses that we work with. Some of them are brand new, some of them are just in the process of launching, some of them have been around a couple of years or more, and we will add more. So if we're meeting big leaders online, I'm pretty sure that you've got your favorite opportunity that we could add to the Freedom Members site recommended businesses as well. So we can, you know, talk to us about that, because we know top leaders out there, they know what they're doing, they're working with great opportunities, and let us know about them, because that's really important. And then also we know that some of you are already promoting businesses, okay? This is where you can add your personal opportunities. And we had to be very, very careful with this because we know this from our Facebook group. We've got two Facebook groups. One's got 20,000 people in, the other one's got 27,000 people in. And time again, we were getting threatened by Facebook, not because we were doing anything wrong, but because the members were promoting businesses that weren't legitimate. And what would happen is we would then get warnings that they were going to shut us down. And believe me, Facebook do press buttons to shut people down. I know there was another business last year, which is actually a very good business, and we promote it. He had 137,000 people in that group, and Facebook shut them down overnight for no real reason. Okay. And that scares me because when we're building a community, it didn't feel safe. And that's one of the main reasons why we wanted to build the membership site, because we wanted to, of course, find people on social media, but bring them into a safe room where nobody's going to be shut down. Okay. And that way we secure our future properly. But also because of the problem with people posting whatever they want with some crazy business, we know that 90% of the businesses online are scams. There's only a few which are good. Okay. And so what has been set up in here, this is where you can add your own opportunities. Okay, so these are my opportunities. So I've gone in here, I've added my opportunities, but I'm also able to see Lee's opportunities. So here's some of Lee's opportunities there. And that will be the same for you. So when you come into this page, you can put all of your businesses in here. So when someone logs into, one of your downlines logs into their account, they will see all the opportunities that you're working with, and they can actually click the opportunity and sign up. All right. This is where you get massive duplication, not just on businesses, but of income coming into your pocket. And I also wanted to highlight this part here. Remember I told you about all the scams that are in Facebook and all over the world, and Facebook wants to close you down. You can see here that this has got a safety score of 100 out of 100. This one here is 80 out of 100. It's because when we add a opportunity, we can put the title of the company, we can upload, you can see we can put the URL, that's your referral link for the business, and it will do a check, okay? And that check can tell whether it's a safe business or not. And once you've done all this and filled it in, if the number is under 70, we will not let that opportunity in FMS, okay? You have to find another opportunity that you can put in, because we've got a scoring system in here to make sure that we're promoting businesses that are legal, and it's less chance that someone's going to close the doors and run with our money, because that does happen, okay? We've all experienced that, and we don't want to, we want to reduce that part from that happening, okay? Right, moving on.
It's a Google safe search as well. Google run the search, and there's another one that I've put in with it as well to run alongside that scans bad websites.
Brilliant. Yeah, I was really blown away when I saw it, Lee, because that saves a massive issue that is work going on out there, and nobody else seems to be working with that sort of thing when they're promoting. So, and then you can see here, if you're not sure what traffic is, that basically means that this is ways of you getting to show your link to thousands of people. We've got some, I'm not going to go through all of it now, but you can click on that button once you're logged in, have a good look around, learn the system. But it's basically, there's paid versions and there's also organic. Organic means it's free. So we found some free traffic things as well. I think there's one in there which you can sign up for free. You can even earn commissions when you sign people up, and they'll also give you 50,000 clicks. That basically means if 50,000 people can click on your link, and that traffic source in there is free for you to connect your link to. Right, I'm just going to go back on that. And then the last part is automation. Well, we know people are busy, right? We have to handle the time thing. This business type of business deserves consistent effort. Notice I didn't say work your backside off for 15 hours a day and feel exhausted at the end of the week. That's a job. We're not here to create a job. We're here to create freedom, or whatever freedom means to you. And we can use tools to help your life become easier. And we use a system called Leads, Leap, Traffic and Marketing. It's such a small price for that system, with all the things that you get in there. It can send email campaigns, it can advertise your business, it can build funnels, landing pages. But the good news is you don't even have to do that, because we've already built it for you. Okay, so if I click on here, if you want to read about what you get in Leads Leap, it's all down here. It's a lot of stuff, but it's there. But we put it at the bottom because we want to make sure that you focus on getting started. So if you're all you need to do, you need to click here and you can join up with Leads Leap. Once you're in, you'll see a little referral URL in the top right hand corner of your Leads Leap page. Copy it, and then you're just going to add it in here. That means that when people underneath you join Leads Leap, you're going to start earning commissions from that as well. Okay, in the past year I've earned £1,300 just from Leads Leap, and it's not a main business. I just use it as a tool. Okay, that's a nice extra income. So that's another income there. It's definitely worth signing up with that, because it can make you money and it makes your life easy. You can see here, set up your free funnel. As I said before, we've already done all this. That first film teaches you how to set up your profile in Leads Leap, because it has to be done a certain way. So don't skip any of these films. Everything is step by step. Set up your Leads Leap account. Then one is set up your email series. The email series can only be done on a paid version of Leads Leap. Okay, you can use Leads Leap for free, but the only problem is that you have to send the emails personally every day. And the trouble is, unless you're really, really disciplined, you're not going to do it. Okay, because we forget. We naturally forget. We all naturally become lazy, and that's why it's worth paying that little bit of money. I think it's like $27 or something, around that price per month. And some people say, well, I don't want to pay monthly. Well, the good news is you sign up 2 people, then your account's paid for anyway every month. All right, so sometimes we have to take calculated risks to get these things going. So that will be setting up your email series. The reason we have an email series is because if you're married here, I know that you don't go out for a dinner with a girl you just met or a man you just met and said, right, let's get married tonight. But it's the same when we're showing businesses. I know most of you right now won't actually join today. You have a thinking about process. You want to get a bit more exposure about what's going on. And then maybe after a few hits, you might say, oh, yeah, okay, I'll give that FMS a go. And that's why we have an email series, because it follows people up daily with just new things, which is going to not to spam you, but just to give you information to help you with your decision. Okay. And then, of course, it does stop after 15 days. So I've seen some people, they bombard your email box with like 40 emails a day, and it's like, whoa, I'm being spammed. We don't do that. It's just one simple email a day. And then set up your funnel. But also, once you've done all the funnels, we've got 6 more. Okay, so once you've learned how to do that, you can actually set up 6 other free funnels, which will advertise your business. They're nice and bright. There's a good film in there. They can sign up. And when they sign up, you're also building your list. That means the list of names is not for FMS. You're actually building your own list of people within Leads Leap that you can promote any business to, any of those people, whenever you want. Well, it could be in 10 years' time, that list will still be there. So that's why we have the Leads Leap. I'm not going to show much more than that, because we're going to go on to the unique part, because remember I said every type of business like this needs to have a product. And I would like to pass you over to Lee, if that's all right. So honored to have you here, mate. And I go to digital product. You just tell me what to click on, if you like. And
yep, okay. So I've made all these digital products myself, by using coding and all that kind of new stuff that's there now. It's taken a long time, but we've got at least 4 ready at the moment. I've got 25 in progress altogether. So there's enough for us to drip feed at least 1 a month for this year and next year. So there's plenty there. So there'll always be new products coming for people to try and use. And you also get a 20% referral bonus if you're on the pro tier. So we all know what that means. If you subscribe to it and then you send them your referral link, if they subscribe, you get 20%. So that's another income. So there's a possibility of up to another 25 incomes with all the products that are available, that will be available. So with all the other ones Jason mentioned, you're looking at possibly up to 40 streams of income with this system. Right, so what we'll do, I'll just talk you through a few of these. The perfect video generation prompt, as you can see, the price, they're only £9 a month. And then that one gives you, we've all tried using AI video generation, and we all know how rubbish it comes out unless you put in the correct prompt. So this takes all the hassle out of it. You put in your simple prompt, you tell it what software you're using, what style you want it in, and it will give you the perfect prompt for what you want to do and for that software that you use. And you just copy and paste it into your video generation, and there you go. It gives you a much better outcome, and you can save your prompts and load your prompts back so you get consistency all the time. That's how that one works. And the Perfect Pro email, it's a copy and paste email that writes in the style of the world's top 20 copywriters. So you can pick who you want. There's different types of writers. You've got ones that focus on the brain, cognitive functions. You've got some that focus more on emotions. You've got some that do stories. So you pick which one you want, and you can do a campaign up to 30 days. So it'll generate up to 30-day email campaign for you. You just type in the basic what you want, press the button, and it'll bring them all out. Lovely, perfect email copyright. And then all you do is copy and paste. I have to do copy and paste because I can't get a Facebook link authorized, because you need to be having your business for over a year to allow Facebook to integrate with your stuff. So at the moment, for a year, it's not possible. But believe me, when it is possible, I will be integrating it. The Pro Post Writer on the top right next to the email, that's the same as the email. 30 days. You pick which social media platform you use. It's got the top 20 world's best social media writers, like Alex Hormozy, Russell Brunson, Gary Vee. You pick, there's 20 to choose from, all in different styles again. And it's the same thing. You can do up to 30 days posting, and you can put comments up to 10 comments per post that you create as well, just to add in. And once again, they're all copy and paste. The compiler app, and just down there on the left, that is for you to put images into a carousel. You can design them, images, videos. If you want to make screenshots, you can use that, and it just generates a bit of artistic for you. The Trade Rookie is teaching you how to use the trading It's not an official account. It's just practice. That's all that does. It's got fully licensed training in it. So it's not just made up. So it teaches you how to do it properly. But once you know how to do it properly, it's just a platform for you to go on to earn money properly with another site. At the moment, that's just there to train you, so you go at your own pace with all of them. And then, like I said, there's another 20 odd products that are coming over the next year and into next year as well. We've got some where you can learn how to make your own site like this. Yeah, there's a few Jason showing. There's a content calendar which you can post on your social medias. There's one called Client Care Autopilot. That's a mini SaaS business, so you get all your customers in one place and you can send them their emails and messages and all that kind of stuff. The Meta Growth Hub, it's self-explanatory really. It's Facebook, so it teaches you how to scale your business. ScreenFlow Pro, that teaches you how to record and edit videos that you create into stunning tutorials. Pro Network Team, that is if you own a business, that's there for you to put all your affiliates together in one place, so you can create your own affiliate links, and then you know exactly where everybody is on that system. You can sort out how much you want to pay them, what percentage is, where they are, who goes under who, everything for the affiliate. And also, like I said, there's plenty more where that came from. There you go.
Fantastic. It's amazing, these products, what you can actually do. I've actually seen some of these work, and I know in the future Lee's going to come on and do individual trainings, so you can actually see how these awesome products work and how they can make your life much more easier.
Yeah.
We actually made this film here, so definitely watch that film. It's me and Lee talking, and Lee's actually doing a demo on 2 of the products, so you can have a look at that.
Yeah.
So anyway, just going to quickly go back to here. We've also got training modules, because we don't want to grow a community of people that don't know what they're doing. Okay, this is why we've got the training modules. Okay, that this one here is 2 to 3 hours, so you know exactly what you've got to do as you're growing.
And
so
that's based really on a first timer.
Exactly.
The duration.
That's the thing. But even in some of my films, it doesn't matter. Even if I've been around the industry for 24 years, it's so important to go back to the basics, because you do forget what you learn when you get those aha moments 20 years ago. So sometimes it's good to actually go over these educations again, just to refresh your mind, making sure you're up to speed. But it is here. You've got all the different educations and there are many more coming. So it's yeah, it's awesome. And then we've got something called Ask Frankie. You can display this part if you like, Lee.
Yeah, this is for pro membership only. Yes, only no, pro and paid membership only, sorry. Free members don't get access to this. This is what you can chat with Frankie about, anything to do with marketing, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, how to post, what to post, when to post. Frankie helps you with everything. And we've even got templates where you can just click and then she will tell you what to do. So if we
I can click one now if you like.
Yeah, so click that one.
We want to know how to maximize commissions.
Yeah,
everybody wants to know how to maximize their commissions, right? So let's just click there. You can see the question came up instantly.
You can also type in your question or whatever you want. Doesn't have to be the templates. And then Frankie will always build you up. She'll always encourage you, tell you you're doing brilliant. It's not some boring old computer just replying simple things. Like, what an absolutely brilliant question. This shows you're thinking like a true pro member and you're ready to absolutely crush it. So she will always build you up to give you confidence. And then she will give you in-depth replies. She'll give you 3 different strategies to use. She'll tell you where to go in the app to get what you need. She'll tell you what to do if you need to upgrade. She'll tell you why you need to upgrade. So she's there for anything that you want her to do. I really worked hard with this to make this one the best out there that I could possibly do. And then see, because all this is just one answer now that Jason's showing you. So it's not a quick question and answer thing. She gives you plenty of detail about what to do.
Yeah, and if I remember rightly, you said that if we just asked one question and then we want to start working on this, is it correct that this message will actually stay there for 1 day?
Yes, yeah, it stays there for 24 hours. After
right,
24
so you can
hours,
come backwards and forwards. So even if I clicked on home and then came back to Frankie, this would still be here within the first 24 hours. This is awesome. Or you could also copy it as well. I'm pretty sure that you could, if you're worried about it.
But there are limits to every tier about how much you can use it, because it does cost. So if you're on the pro tier, you've got 25 a day, which is more than enough, and 500 a month. So you can't use it every day. You can use it for 12 days fully a month. But if you only use 10 a day, you can use it every day. Yeah, I think you can use up to 15 or 16 a day.
And going back to questions as well, we know people have questions and we don't want your downlines bombarding you with how to do, okay? Because you've got FAQ in this website here. You can see the questions. These are the questions. You just click, there's the answer, okay? And then how much, how do the commissions work? There's the answer.
Yeah, okay, and so Frankie will answer these as well if you ask her.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to be bombarded by downlines. Sometimes I just say, fantastic question. Try clicking on FNA or ask Frankie. That's all we ever need to say to our prospects. We shouldn't need to go into long conversations in social media.
And there's a chat bot on the sales page which you can ask questions to as well. If you have any questions, you can do it on there as well. It's Frankie on there, so you're able to ask in 2 places.
Right, and also we're sort of coming to the end part, so I'm gonna end on earnings in a minute. But I think the first one part really, which is really unique, we've actually got. It's almost like having our own Facebook within the system, okay? And when you're using it, you can also earn these points. And I'm going to go back. The reason I've left the money part till the end is because I want that to be in your mind, because the points means prizes, okay? And we wanted to, first of all, we wanted to make sure FMS was available for everybody in the world. That's why you can register as a free person. And if you sign up, is it 15 paid members? You get your registration paid for, okay? So people, even that if they don't have money, they can work their way up so they can still be in here as a winner. And then, if you think $10 is too much, it's only $3. Most people spend more than that on a coffee, I think, in a petrol station, for example. But then $10 a month from all the things that you've just seen, all of the from all of the step-by-step training and the amount of work and actually not just the work, the amount of knowledge that's gone into this website. It's not, this is decades and decades of knowledge which is in this website to help you and to help you grow your business, okay? And with this, but then of course, with this community hub, we're able to earn points, which also earns commissions, which I will show you that in a moment. And we've actually kept the number lower because sometimes we see competitions and you can win $2,000 or $15,000, but it's so far out of reach, people don't bother to fight for it. So we've made sure that we've got there's a chance everybody can actually be at the top just on these things by doing things consistently on a daily basis. It takes 5 minutes just to do the basic stuff, you know, post a flyer, log in, comment on a few posts. It's not that much, and also share your link with some other people so your network starts to grow. But you know, here you can actually put posts in here, and you'll also be able to read posts from top earners and ask them questions. So you're not going to be feeling alone. We want to make sure that you're getting connected with the right people. And of course, if Lee's not free, I might be free. If Donnie's not free, Michelle might be free, or maybe one of the other leaders, could be Daniel, could be John or Mona or whoever it is, you know, because we're always there to be available for each other, and that's what makes us strong. But be aware, there is a rule button here. Okay, don't miss out reading that, because we're very, very careful about the future of FMS. We don't allow anyone spamming other businesses in here. And I'm not even going to go through the details, but you do not want to lose your FMS account and all your earnings if you break the rules. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But read the rules if you're using the Freedom Member Site Community Hub, because we see it in Telegram where people start spamming their groups. They're thinking, you know, it's awful. I'm pretty sure you've seen it if you work in Telegram, and there's some guy comes in or girl and starts spreading some sort of load of rubbish, really, and then we try and have to block them, and some people get upset. We don't stand for that at all in this. You'll just lose your account. We can see everything that goes on in the back office, so don't skip that part. Make sure you look at the rules. Right, I'm going to go to the leaders board. So we're sort of coming to an end now. Remember I talked about there's a little film there, so I'm not going to explain it all. You can watch the film in your own time. But here's the points, you know, 1 point for daily login, a review, 5 points. Yeah, you can see that it's all the same things which I showed you before. But there's prizes, okay?
And you have to be a paid or pro member to get these. Free members.
Yeah, exactly. It's not for a free member. So you either got to be on the $3 commission subscription or the $10 subscription. Yeah. But third prize, $10. It's not a lot of money, but then again, if it's paid for your membership for 1 month, right? Just by doing a few daily tasks. If you got that place, you know, you pay for your next month and you go out for a quick lunch or something. And third place could be you and your wife go out for a quick lunch and pay for your subscription. You know, it's your money, whatever you do with it. But we've kept it low because we want to make sure it's achievable for everybody.
And the then bonuses there will be placed straight onto your available earnings.
Right.
At the end of every month.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Oh, sorry. At the first day of the month, last month's will be added onto your earnings.
Yeah. So this is your earnings page. Okay. You see, I've earned a lot of money right now. So the good thing is, you see, don't want you to think that we are all starting at zero here.
Yeah, I reset everybody's accounts to zero before we pre-launched.
Yeah, exactly. So some people want to know how much money can I actually earn just from FMS? Well, remember, the FMS is the education platform, but we just wanted to make sure that you earn some money for recommending the education system, the marketing system, and access to unique products that's not available anywhere else in the world. Okay. And if you just click on the income calculator, okay, you get paid on 4 levels. Okay. First level, you're going to be paid 25%. On the second level, 10%, third level, 5%, and the fourth level, 3%. You can see these little things here, you know, you can maybe, I always like to do things in 10, you know, if I sign up 10 members and I sign up, say, 10 pro members, I know I've got an income of that coming in. And then what would happen on your second level? Well, we know if 10 people bring in, say, I don't know, 10 people each, you know, But I think that's probably quite a high number, but we could put that at 50 maybe. Probably less on that. We could say 30. And then this should be definitely higher as it goes down the levels. Move that up to 100. That'll do. And so you can play around with this. You can even check your own numbers as it's growing. You know, we could say that number there. But that's an estimated $200 a month. Okay. But remember, that is just for recommending our to actually promote FMS with one link, which leads you in to build all the other streams of income. Okay. This is, not only would you be getting this sort of income as it grows, you'll be getting income from leads, you'll be earning 20% commissions on the products. You're all the different other networks which are growing because you're promoting FMS. So it's something very unique that we've put together here for you.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, isn't it? There's a possibility of up to 40 different incomes.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, I think we should wrap this up here now, and we can, say goodbye to her. We can end the film, but we'll see you on the next film. We're going to be doing many more of these presentations. Make sure if you see this film on our FMS YouTube channel, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and so you don't miss out on any of our future content. And we'll definitely see you on the next film. Thanks very much, Lee, for all you've done. It's awesome.
My pleasure.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Cheers, guys.